Hello, everyone. Shade Studios here in Park City for the Sundance Film Festival for 2025. Really excited to be here at the premiere for The Stringer. Excited to meet the entire cast and everyone who has been a part of this incredible film, and also can't wait to screen it.
Jeremy Gardner, Jeff Zimbalist, executive producers on The Stringer.
Producers. Amazing. And why did you take on a project like this?
It's one of a kind. It's rare that you have an opportunity to tell a big story that's never been reported on before. We're big believers in Bao's work, who's the director, and Sue Turley and the other producers on the team.
Small film called Greatest Night in Pop.
That's right.
It was all right, right? You know.
Only shattered the scales last year. That's right.
Literally.
Yeah, and he's back again 1 year later.
And can you tell us a little bit about the storyline behind this, the plot?
We have to pass on that one. We'll let Bao speak to that.
I know, but just like a dabbling of it is an investigation of a case, correct?
Result of 3-year investigation that turns an old story on its head and reveals a scandal for the first time.
Yes, it's an important story that needs to be told. That's almost an epic in American history. So exciting.
I love that. And it looks like you have a lot of subjects that are part of this film as well.
It is very well investigated.
I was going to say, how long did this take to just kind of build the team up?
This man over here, Gary, who just took his jacket off, that's who you want to ask about the timeline.
Was that Gary's responsibility?
He's been on this a lot longer than us, yeah.
Oh, amazing. Well, what do you hope the audience leaves after watching this?
It's a good question. I mean, I think this film, more than many films, has a chance to make a direct impact in ways that are measurable. I think you'll see some tangible changes, some correcting of the record is what we're hoping for.
Yeah, this is going to rile the audience up. I'm excited.
As a journalist, really excited to just have a story about journalism, which is really exciting.
And it is good journalism.
Yes. Good journalism.
It's
not biased, right?
And it's meta. It's meta.
Okay.
It's meta journalism.
I love that. Gary, this is so exciting to see you here at Sundance. How does it feel?
Well, it's a mixture of sort of excitement, anxiety, to be honest. You know, you create a film or a project like this, and for several years it's been private. And now we're launching it out into the world, and it no longer belongs to us. So, you know, I'm approaching this with some anxiety, but a lot of excitement as well.
I don't sense the anxiety. You look very confident walking on the carpet right now. So I already know you're putting the positivity in the universe that this film is going to do numbers and do very, very well.
That's not my interest, to be honest. I think, you know, I'm a journalist, so I'm really concerned about, you know, the material in the film, the message, I'm concerned about what the film addresses, especially the social justice aspect.
So going off of that, what do you want the audience to take with them as you're seeing this?
I think there are a lot of things I'd like the audience to think about, and one of them is sort of how journalism works and the condition of local journalists, especially freelance journalists, who are the most vulnerable journalists in the world, who are out there reporting on their own countries, often under incredibly difficult circumstances. They're the people who are getting arrested, tortured, kidnapped, and murdered. And this is really a story in many ways is a metaphor for all of them. I hope that people will examine the social issues inside this film.
And you're also in the film as well.
Yes,
Can
unfortunately.
you tell us a little bit? No, why unfortunately?
Well, I spent my life behind the camera, not in front of it.
Is this your first time ever then being in front camera facing?
No, I've been in a couple of documentaries before, in South Korea actually, in Japan, but I was a reluctant participant in front of the camera. But Bao felt that it was important for the story.
Bao peer pressured you, essentially.
Yes, exactly. It left me very little choice.
So last quick question, how is it working with Bao?
Oh, it's fantastic. You know, it's a real privilege, actually. He's an incredible filmmaker, but he's also a great partner, and this was a real collaboration. He's not a journalist, I'm not a filmmaker, so, you know, there is a potential for friction sometimes, but, you know, didn't have any. It was a really beautiful process. And and I think having worked as a photographer all my life, it's a very solitary occupation. This is, of course, a film is an enormous collaboration, so it's been a real privilege.
I'm here with director Bao Nguyen, and Bao, you've been here back in 2020 for Be Water with Bruce Lee on that project, then last year for Greatest Night in Pop. How does it feel to be back for The Stringer?
I mean, I love Sundance so much. They've been giving me a platform and independent filmmakers from all over the world a platform, and it really feels like a community and family, and I think this is a very challenging film, but Sundance, Eugene, Kim, Sudeep, the whole team had the courage to know that this story was important to be told, had to be told.
And how does it feel going from directing The Greatest Night in Pop, which has a lot of big names in it already, to a project like this?
I know. I mean, it's funny because I think Greatest Night in Pop, even though it has a lot of bells and whistles, it's about a very iconic song, and this is about a very iconic photograph. So I see the connection between the two. I mean,
something with iconic that you like?
Yeah, something. Lionel might show up at the end of this film. Who knows, right? So yeah.
Oh my goodness! Is that a little?
That's a surprise. Yeah,
oh my
maybe.
Goodness.
I don't know. I'm
and
just kidding.
What do you hope the audience leaves after watching The Stringer?
I hope that audiences understand. I hope the audiences understand that listening is so important to our humanity, right? Just taking the time, not trying to talk back, not trying to contest, not trying to defend, but just listen to other people's stories and other people's truth. And I think by listening, we can be a better world in so many ways.
This is true. Listening is one of those lost key skills that not many have. Any other future projects we can look forward to that you might be working on?
Yeah, I'm actually doing a Jimi Hendrix film next. That's my next project called Jimmy, and it's focused on a very specific time about London. So hopefully we can bring that to Sundance next year, but it's a bit tight, yeah.
I'm so excited for you. You're an extremely talented director,
Thank you
and
so much.
I can't wait to see this.